much for joining me today. This is Lori from Cruising for Treasure, and this is my What Sold show. So I'm going to talk about and show you everything that I have that's going out the door today. I was away for the weekend, so some of these things may have sold on Friday. This was basically the weekend of a decent amount of very small sales. We're talking $7, $10, no big home runs to speak of, to be honest. But hey, it's a sale, right? We're moving inventory out the door. We're getting a little bit of cash flow, but we're trying always to get those bigger sales. So this is not necessarily a video to watch if you want to see bolos. This is just what's selling for me on a regular daily basis. First up, this was a very quick sale. These are UGG boots, and they are for the breast cancer awareness. And I had them listed for less than a day, and they sold on Poshmark for $35. And they are a size 9. They show not a lot of wear, which is great. So I picked them up at an auction. I think I probably paid between $2 and $4 for these. Very quick flip, so I was very pleased about that. This one is not as great a sale, but this was a retail arbitrage. So I have a Sierra in my town. You may have heard me mention it before. It's basically like the TJ Maxx of outdoor brands or athletic wear. And we go there frequently, and I always check out their clearance because sometimes they might have really great things, and they sell pretty well for me. So this one was the North Face lead-in bralette, new at tag, size large, I think, extra large. So it's a great size. I paid $10, and it sold on Poshmark for $26. So not a tremendous return, but I'm actually fine with a lower return on my retail arbitrage because it is brand new, and a lot of times it brings in traffic to both my store and my closet. So it kind of, you know, it's easy to list, easy to photograph, and hopefully it sells quickly. That's always the goal. All right, next, this did not sell quickly. This is a pair of pantyhose, and this sold for $6.99. So I'm telling you, this was the weekend of, you know, low dollar sales. I had a decent amount, but definitely there were a lot of them, and they were all low dollar. So this next one, okay, this wasn't super bad. It's a Brioni tie. Got some dust on it. And it's got a nice diagonal stripe to it. It's very nice weight to it. It's very, like, kind of heavy. All right, getting unfolded here. That so annoys me. Anyway, I had it priced fairly high. It had not sold, obviously. And so I sent an offer for $30, and that was accepted, and they paid. So Brioni, B-R-I-O-N-I is the brand. They can do pretty well. They are one of the better ties to look out for. I will say that the value has dropped a little bit, but you know, you can still make a decent amount of money on them. Okay, this is another Bob Mackie piece from my Hoarder house haul. And I'm telling you, these items, they're just selling. They don't sit around very long. This one sold full price for $19.99. It's kind of a really cool look to it. It's got the burnout look, so the sheer illusion almost. And it just kind of looks like seaweed or under the sea. It's like iridescent, pretty cool. $19.99. I had stopped, I never really aggressively picked up Bob Mackie, but I kind of stayed away from it because they don't really sell. And obviously it sold for $19.99, so you're not going to want to put a ton of money into it. But that came from my Hoarder house haul, which all of that came to me free of charge. So if you want to see some really amazing time capsule vintage pieces, go check out those videos of mine because they're pretty amazing. This also came from the Hoarder house. This is new in the package, flannel pajamas. Dream Street is the brand. Yeah, there you can see it, hopefully. And those sold for $25. I sent an offer to a watcher for those. Okay, the next one is a kind of cool postcard, vintage postcard that sold. This sold for $7. If you haven't watched my channel before, I do love, I'm getting into selling vintage postcards, educating myself on them. The reasons why I love vintage postcards are they're very easy to photograph, list, and ship. Once you know what you're looking at, even just the very basics, which is where I'm at, very basics. Once you know what you're looking at, and then once you know the materials you need to ship it properly and cheaply, it's so easy to do, and you can get a ton of them, hopefully, for not that much money. And then they sell, you know, it's almost, it looks like a mosquito. It's almost like passive income, to be honest, because you have so little effort into it. And then it sells, you know, one sells here a day. I actually sold 3 or 4 this weekend. So that one sold for $7, which is on the higher end of what my average postcard will sell for, to be honest. But it's in China. It says, the back says, reclining Buddha at Dazu in Chongqing, China. So, and then it's unposted in the back. So that's kind of cool. I thought that was pretty cool. Let's see. Okay. This one I've had for a while. This came from another online auction, and I just listed it just to kind of maximize my return from this lot. So it ended up selling for $10. Not great, but there you go. Drapers and Damon. I wouldn't ever go out and I don't go out and like purposely look for this brand, but you know, I had it, and so I listed it, and it sold $10. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay, a new in the package boxed set of Vince Gill CDs. These sold for $15. And I'm pretty sure I got this from a lot. Actually, you know what? Let me look on my spreadsheet because I don't actually remember. Let's see. Vince Gill. Oh yeah, it says I paid 25 cents. Okay, but it's been listed since November of 2022. But yeah, I got it in an estate sale lot, in an online auction lot. And so what I do is I just go through, and the ones that are worth $10 or more, then I list those. The rest, I just bring them straight to my used bookstore and get the credit, and then use that credit for, you know, either books for my family or books to resell or whatever. Okay, next, this is a fun one. This is macrame, and it's a hanging potted plant thingy majigger. These are so hard to photograph because obviously you cannot put a hole in your ceiling and hang it and fill it with pots, right? So you just kind of have to hope that whoever's looking for it knows what it looks like. But it's got the wooden beads and the fuzzy brown yarn, so it's amazing. And I got 2 of these, and this one sold for $15. So that's really fun. Okay, what else do I have? Okay, Adidas golf skirt. I'm pretty sure that this I actually also got at Sierra. Let me check. Adidas golf skirt. Golf skirt. Yes, and I paid $10, and it has been listed for about 2 months. And yeah, I got that at Sierra, and it sold for $25 on eBay. So again, the return is obviously not what I'm normally going for, but when I'm doing retail arbitrage, I'm happy with a smaller return. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to get the pair of shoes. Okay, that's all right. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, I sold a Fossil men's belt, and it's just like a solid no print belt, and that sold for $15, size 34. It's actually in really great condition. I don't think they ever wore it, which is really nice. So that sold for $15, which I'm glad. I need to sell more belts. I have so many. I'm overrun with belts at the moment. Okay, next is this lot of train tracks. I'm so glad this sold. I need it out of my house. It's so big and bulky. And let's see, let me get back to that. It sold, those tracks sold for $20. So I got them in a big lot of stuff from an online auction, so I did not pay hardly anything at all. You know what, let me look. Yeah, it's tech. Let's see. Oh, I paid 10 cents. So that's really great. Into $20. We like that. Yeah, so I'm glad to get those out the door. Okay, and then I have 2 more vintage postcards to show you of what I have going out today, and then that's it. Let's see. The first one is, it says Exchange Place from Union Station, Providence, Rhode Island. There you go, and that sold for $4.50. It is unposted. And this is what is called a linen, well, actually, let me check. Maybe it's not. It's not. It's made to look like a linen postcard. Haha, that's hilarious. Okay, so that sold for $4.50. And then, let's see, this one sold for $4. And this is Tourists and Bears in Yellowstone Park. This is so cool. And it's unposted, but it's like a real photograph, kind of. I mean, it is a real photograph. And that sold for $4. So I really love selling the vintage postcards. I do have to work on my organization because the way I did have it set up, it's not going to work. So I have to kind of rework that, and I need to do it quickly because I just got a whole bunch more to sell. And so I need to make sure that they're, you know, kind of organized in appropriate categories so that I don't have to flip through 7 to find the one postcard that's sold. Okay, so that's what's going out the door today. I'm really excited about it. This week is going to be a little busy for me. So hopefully I'm still able to keep up a level of activity. That would be really great. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't yet, make sure you do subscribe to our channel. We are working super hard to grow our channel, to reach as many people as we can. And so if you have any questions or comments about what you've seen today, let me know. Just drop it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.